ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for tuning in. If it's your first time on this channel, please do not forget to subscribe, like this video, comment below, and also turn on that notification button so that you get to be notified whenever I've uploaded a video. Also, if it's not your first time on this channel, thank you so much once more and welcome back again. Please also do not forget to like this video, comment below, turn on that notification button so that each and every time I post the video, you will get to be notified that the one and the only The Optimist has done it again. Today we're going to be talking about a very interesting concept such as the self-esteem. What is self-esteem? What are the causes of a low self-esteem? What are the symptoms of a low self-esteem? What's the importance of having a high self-esteem? And last but not least, how to boost your self-esteem. Defining self-esteem. Self-esteem is the capacity to respect and think well of yourself. A low self-esteem means that you think negative about yourself. I cannot do that because I'm this and that. I'm a failure. I'm stupid. I'm ugly. All those things, they show a low self-esteem. What are the causes of a low self-esteem? A low self-esteem, guys, is usually caused by the experiences that we go through in life, either in the past or the present time. It is usually influenced by our relationships and the social life. When it comes to this society, guys, we know that this society has many standards and values that it demands us to meet. For instance, in order for you to be considered beautiful, you need to have certain traits. In order for you to be considered smart, you need to have certain traits. And when we do not have all those traits, we tend to feel less of a particular area. And that's where the problem starts, because it basically affects the way we look at ourselves. Therefore, guys, failure to meet the standards of this society, or failure to meet your peer group standards or the standards that your parents or your family are setting for you, goes deep down to your self-esteem. It may cause you to have a low self-esteem because obviously you are failing to meet those standards, and sometimes not just because you are the failure, but it's just because they are directing you into the road that you do not like. Also, guys, abuse can lead to a low self-esteem, either sexual abuse, physical abuse, or emotional abuse. Let's take, for instance, an example of an emotional abuse that is done through verbal assault, whereby maybe your parents or whosoever will constantly tell you that you are stupid. You may grow up believing that you are stupid, and therefore everything that includes mental capacity, you will just withdraw yourself. What are the signs of a low self-esteem? Well, guys, there are so many signs of a low self-esteem. You can even go to the internet and basically just Google for yourself. You will find many signs of a low self-esteem. You can even scrutinize yourself according to those signs and see if there's any area in your life that you need to improve in order to have a better outlook of yourself and also improve your self-esteem. But today, guys, I'll basically mention just a few examples of signs of a low self-esteem. Number one being an inability to be yourself. Secondly, to be fearful of being criticized. Thirdly, being so fearful to stand up for yourself. And I'm gonna talk about all these three signs at once. Being unable to be yourself, guys, means that you are holding back on yourself. There are so many reasons that may cause that. For instance, you are so fearful to be criticized. Secondly, you are just having those fears
that you may not be accepted, that you may not be understood by people, and as a result you try to fit in. That means you are not yourself, but you are just trying to fit into other personalities to make yourself acceptable. One of the signs of a low self-esteem, guys, is that some people tend to develop attachments to materialistic possessions such as looks, statuses, and money. That means they put forward those materials to make people to love them, to make people to accept them, which basically means that you want people to love you for what you have and not for who you are, which is not a right thing. Another sign, guys, is insecurity. Insecurity basically means that you are anxious about yourself or you are uncertain, which means that you are not confident about yourself. And lack of confidence, guys, may basically show a low self-esteem, because self-esteem and confidence, they go together. When you have a high self-esteem, you automatically have a high confidence. And last but not least, guys, some people who are having a low self-esteem will basically show a high sensitivity to criticism. So those people are very sensitive to criticism. They take it to heart. And remember, guys, criticism may be positive and may be negative. Some they are there to basically build you, and some they are there to basically destroy you. And therefore, you need to be able to distinguish whenever someone is criticizing you. And you should not take it personal as if you are the bad person, that you flop and all that. But no, you have to improve in that area if someone intended it in a way to build you. Remember, guys, with criticism, if you do not want to be criticized, say nothing, do nothing, and be nothing. And remember that if you are a human being, there is no way that you cannot be criticized. As long as you are the human being, as long as you live, as long as you do things, as long as you say things, no matter how good you can be and no matter how best you can be, people will always find something to criticize you about. So you gotta be strong in that area. The importance of having a high self-esteem. A high self-esteem, guys, basically improves your performance because it increases your willingness to try things, whether you've done them before or not. And when you believe that you can do something, you allow your mind to produce creativity and ideas for you to do whatever that you have to do. And when you believe that you cannot do something, then you don't even have to bother yourself by thinking how you can do it. You basically limit yourself. Secondly, a high self-esteem improves your mood. It boosts your mood. It basically makes you feel better because you do not allow the things that are said by the external environment to affect how you feel. You do not allow them to make you think otherwise of your intrinsic value or who you are. And it also helps you to accept challenges and therefore enjoy life. A high self-esteem, guys, gives you tactics and techniques to tackle whatever comes your way. Thank you so much, guys, for listening and watching this video. Please make sure that you subscribe, you like this video, turn on that notification button, comment below, and also recommend my videos to other people and ask them to basically subscribe on my videos. The next video, guys, that's gonna be coming on this channel, it will be a video that is still based on self-esteem. It's whereby I will be bringing you the videos of my friends sharing their experiences on low self-esteem, including myself, guys. I'll be also sharing my own story on low self-esteem, as in I was also once a victim of a low self-esteem. How I dealt with it is what you're gonna find out on the next upcoming video, so you better stay tuned.